Hey everyone, welcome back to Sama Sisters Against Mental Abuse. I am Misty, and if you couldn't tell, I did take a small hiatus from doing content and videos and everything like that. It's been so taxing, and just I needed to take a break from my mental health from all of these stories, and that's what I did. And so I'm back now for a little bit, but from time to time, I'm going to have to step away just to protect my own mental health. So, on this hiatus, I did not completely have the opportunity to stay away from the horrible news. I was reading the story about the man, I think it was in Alabama, who poured boiling hot water down his 1-year-old daughter's throat. This man had 3 charges in the past of domestic violence. And when I started to think about it, I was like, there's a lot of these cases where Black women and girls are being hurt, and the perpetrator, 9 times out of 10, has some kind of violent charge. And I was like, why is this happening so often? Are these women not seeing this? Are they not vetting? What's the issue here? Are they know about this background and choose to ignore it? So I started asking all these Black women around me online, how do you vet? So when you are looking at a potential dating partner, how do you vet? What do you do? Black women don't vet. Y'all just be out here meeting whoever. I had a lot of women tell me that they ask lots of questions, and I was like, is that it? And that's all they do. I mean, it's 2022 and y'all not using the technology at our fingertips just to be a little bit more safer. Like, we all on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter for hours and hours at a time, but y'all not gonna even Google the man or whoever that you're trying to date. I don't understand. Like I said earlier, we have a disproportionate amount of intimate partner violence in our community, and just doing this one little thing, just a small Google search, could help us avoid people who don't mean well for us. Especially now, I'm starting to see a lot of bond reforms. I don't know if you all have noticed. I think the most recent one was in Illinois, and they're really letting violent offenders out of jail on bond. So, this person hurt, this woman, and he just pays a little bit of money, and then he walks, he goes out. And I think more so in recent times in Michigan, we just saw a man this summer who literally tortured his girlfriend, and the judge let him out on bond. So he went back and he took her life and one of her family members' lives. Like, we need to start vetting, okay? So let me share what I came up with. I don't know if it'll help, but I want to encourage you all, however you do it, make sure you vet and use resources. Don't just ask questions because they can lie. So for me, violent offenses are a no. So no domestic violence charges, no sexual assault charges. And along with that, for me, violence against animals does not get enough attention. Like, if a person can purposely harm or kill an animal, I think they're a serial killer. That's it. For me, period. Like, I think that I feel like if you can purposely hurt an animal, you are sick and something's wrong with you mentally. Also, I'm going to add on to that, assaulting an officer or like resisting arrest, because y'all can hate the police all you want, but if a person is beating on the police knowing that their very life could be at risk, they don't care about nothing. They don't. So these are just a couple things that I have, and I really think that we should pay attention to these things, because anything that we can do to make ourselves safer, we need to be doing. It's really getting wild out here. I don't know if you all keep up with crime statistics, but crime is definitely on the rise, and we are a lot of the targets of it. So just whatever you do, take take the steps. Take the steps, but not only just take the steps to find out about this person's background. Please do make sure that you act on it as well. And I'll say about asking all these Black women, there were a few people that surprised me. There were a few people that said that they do run background checks and they do Google. So I am proud of those very few Black women who, decide to vet. But I just wanted to say that and to let you all know that if you can take this small step, do it. And when you see those red flags, or you see him having a domestic violence charge, please get out of there. Don't pursue it. Just don't. And don't be so gullible, because a lot of them will lie or try to convince you. Just you put yourself first. Thanks for listening. As always, if you have a story that you would like to share of surviving mental abuse, or your Black woman therapist, or any of those things, you can reach out to us at samatogethernow@gmail.com. We're on Facebook at Sisters Against Mental Abuse. We're on Instagram at samatogethernow. And just remember, mental abuse is abuse.